Happy February still, everyone. It's, I think, February 20th today, and I sold some stuff. I've had a pretty slow week. First couple days, anything, but last night and this morning I sold a bunch. So I'm gonna grab it and show y'all what I sold. So here's what I've sold. I sold 3 of these pink The Balm coconut oil from Victoria's Secret. So I sold 3 to one customer and 1 to one. And that's it. Those are all done now. I sold another one of these Fitbit rose-colored large accessory bands, and I'm gonna clean this package up a bit because it's a bit dirty. I will use like the orange cleaner to get the stickers off, Goo Gone, and then I'll use just some Windex on a rag to kind of make it a bit brighter and wipe off any smudges. And then, this is kind of cool because this was listed at auction for like $7 and no one bid on it. So I relisted this at like $40 cash and someone just bought it outright. This is a bunch of old pinback buttons, Democrat focused mainly, but all of these really cool, there's some Obama ones in here. There's a Spanish Jimmy Carter one, Clinton Gore, and I will put the photos that I took over this part of the video so you can see kind of more clearly what's sold. But I always thought that these were really, really cool, and I'm really glad they sold. My wife actually picked these up at a estate sale and hand selected these out of a bunch, and so far she's like, everything she picks at an estate sale has sold. Not so much with me, which is fantastic. So free shipping on these, free shipping on these, free shipping on these, and free shipping on this. All free shipping, but this was $40, this was 10, this was 30, and this was 10. So 40, 50, 90 to $100 total here, minus shipping, about 20 bucks. So we're looking at around $70 to $80 profit, which is nothing to shake a stick at. So I got done packing up all the eBay stuff, and I can't really show you the pile because it's all got labels on it. But the other cool thing that happened is I sold 2 items on Etsy. Now, one of the items was a piece of pottery that I bought at auction in a whole lot. And it is J.B. Cole pottery from the 90s, from Seagrove, North Carolina, which I think that Seagrove, North Carolina, from what I'm learning, is a big Southern pottery place where lots of artisans will create pottery. And the J.B. Cole family created a bunch of iconic pottery and maybe still does. This piece that sold, and all the pieces that I bought at auction were done by Nell Cole Graves, which is the sister of J.B. Cole. And this is a 3-inch mug, which is just beautiful and handcrafted. I'll show you in a second. And then I also did a custom order on Etsy for a bunch of little doll heads, the angel heads. I did a custom order for a lady because she attaches them to, I think, Bibles or sympathy cards for people who've lost their children. So I gave her a really good deal on those. I was almost just going to send them to her for free, but I sold her 10 for $50, so $5 a piece, which is almost the box, the cost that I paid for the box at auction, if you look back at some videos from December and January. So I'm going to bring those out and show you those closer up in detail on the video, and then I will pack those up. Box that the pottery's in, I've run out of room in my stoneware container to fit any of these. Maybe not though, because I've sold a bunch of Hadleyware, so maybe I do have room actually. But here we are with these wonderful pink packing peanuts, and I think that that's not it. Let's see, where is this guy? I'll be very careful because this is very thin clay and stone. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is it. This beautiful, I don't know why I got quiet. This beautiful little mug. It says J.B. Cole, Seagrove, North Carolina, Nell Cole Graves, age 86, 1995. So her brother, J.B. Cole, he would also put his age and the date. So if you look closely at this, you can just see how fragile and how thin and just beautiful this is. The artistry, even the glazing is just fantastic. And it's so thin, you can tell that they had such a delicate touch, because it is such a thin cup, and this would be perfect for a little tea, or even, depending on where you live, 6 shots of espresso, which is what I would definitely do. But this sold. I'm going to wrap this very carefully, pack this up in a 6-inch by 6-inch by 6-inch box, and I'll probably use some of these packing peanuts to insulate it, but that's going out first. Okay, so I can show you from a distance that 6 by 6 by 6 box in the back there that says Fragile on it. That's what's got the mug in it. And it ended up weighing less than a pound. It was 10 ounces, so I was able to ship it first class mail. Now, here are the doll heads that you've seen in other videos. And these are the 12 packs, 12 come per case. And so I sold 10. So what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 in here. I'll take those out. And I'm not going to throw this box away because I might actually ship them in this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to get out 3 more. So here we go. And I will just grab 1, 2, 3. I'm going to look at these and make sure that they're not dirty, because a couple of these, they have been sitting in a warehouse for 60 years at least. So who knows what crept in that time. So I'm going to close this back up, and then I'll pack these up and show you guys. And here they all are in one box. Now this box actually fits 12, but I've put just 10 in here. I'm gonna throw the lid on, see if I can pack these up and ship them out for less than a pound. We will see. I think this is around 10 ounces as it is. It's gonna be hard to ship this and not put 6 more ounces on that to make it a full pound. So I actually switched the box. I found this one that I think I ordered 3 power strips in, so they would sit like vertically in this box. I was able to fit all 10 doll heads in there for 12.4 ounces, which is definitely first class mail. So I'm probably going to ship this for about $5, but we will see in a second here. So there's everything in that pile over there. I'm trying to block this one label, but really good day with the Etsy sales and the eBay sales. I think I'm at about $180 to $200. And this all happened between 8 p.m. last night and 6 a.m. this morning. So I went 2 days with no sales and then instantly made $200 overnight. At the end of the day, anytime I sell anything, I'm extremely grateful. It's been a very long work week. It's only Wednesday, and I'm grateful to have sold these things, and it's kind of lifts me up a little bit during the middle of the day when I get an email saying that something is sold, especially something that I didn't expect to sell so quickly. Now, the reason I think why this pottery suddenly sold is because on a whim yesterday, I decided to start posting my Etsy store listings onto Pinterest. And I specifically did all the pottery. I mean, I did all my stuff, but I took extra care to post all of those. And the cool thing about Pinterest is that modern Pinterest, I don't think it did this back in the day, maybe it did, but when you post from your Etsy page to Pinterest with the Pinterest button, it actually fills all the information in for you and actually puts the price up in the corner and then a link to your store. And so I created a board called Vintage Pottery and Stoneware. I put the remaining Hadleyware and I put all of the J.B. Cole pottery up there. And I did that yesterday at about 5 p.m. and I made the sale at about 8 p.m. So I think there's definitely a direct correlation. Now, the interesting thing is if you search for Nell Colgrave's Pottery on Google, my eBay listing comes up instantly because the SEO on eBay is so good, and I took a lot of time to make sure that I put the right keywords in the title and that I put the right keywords and description in the description section. So the SEO is already really good. But what this tells me is that people aren't necessarily only shopping on eBay and aren't only going to Google something. People will look on Etsy. And so I am going to keep that in mind now, and I'm going to kind of looking to see if there'd be any point in putting my eBay postings on Etsy. Now, most of my eBay listings, I'm not trying to be sexist here, but most of them are kind of geared towards men, especially my fishing lures and whatnot. So I don't think that the Pinterest audience, I don't think that a lot of men peruse Pinterest. I know there's actually a Pinterest for men, and it's called like Top Hat or something like that. So there's an app just for dudes who want to shop, which is silly. I've used Pinterest to find tattoo ideas or to find inspiration for doing graphic design work. So I know that that's not a hard and fast rule by any means that men don't use it, but the majority of things that are on there are stuff that women would want to buy. So I would need to look at my eBay store and see if there's anything I would even think would be ridiculous enough to label as women only and post on Pinterest, but who knows? It can't hurt, right? So I'll look at doing that and see if it's worth the time. I have a backlog of images I've already taken and photos, and I have a backlog of things I need to photograph. I've just run out of steam. These last few weeks, work has been so demanding that when I come home, I want to do nothing. When last month I came home from work and I'd spend 2 to 3 hours in the garage here listing things on eBay and photographing things and cleaning the garage and getting all that done. It's been a nice break, but it's been needed because work has been absolutely nuts. So anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate every single view. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I post 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as long as I have content. And as I keep selling stuff, I'll keep getting content. So feel free to comment in the comment section below. Tell me if you love this or hate this, what you think of my hair, which actually really matters to me for some weird reason. But thank you so much. And Dad, I know you're watching this, so love you. Appreciate your watches, and Kathy.